Earlier this week, the Intercounty Baseball League announced it will be shifting into the Canadian Baseball League. The league will move from a semi-professional league to a professional one. Marshall Croker has more.
In time, the ball game is tied, coming home, the run comes home to score!
I sat down with CBL Commissioner Ted Callens and Shanna Ferrani, GM and President for the CBL's Kitchener Panthers, to find out what the new changes mean for the league going forward.
From the standpoint of the fan, what we're going to see is the name change to obviously Canadian Baseball League, and we are increasing some of our import, use on our rosters. Still 20 mandatory Canadian players.
On a league level, it's a very big deal. We've been trending in the right direction and growing rapidly over the past 3 years. This past year, we were able to double attendance in Kitchener, and league-wide, I believe we raised attendance by around 60,000 fans this year.
For all intents and purposes, it's still the same league. It's just going under a different name and different designation.
What role do you hope that the new Canadian Baseball League can play in the development of Canada into a greater baseballing nation like we've seen with, let's say, soccer in the last 10 years?
Well, the name reflects the fact that we're the best league in Canada, and it's by a significant margin. I do think there's a lot of Canadian players who might not have known about us because of the name.
One of the main things we discussed as a league was how can we still prioritize Canadian talent? And there's so much of it, whether it's from Ontario, Quebec.
I think the name change and the designation will definitely increase the interest of players who perhaps they haven't been drafted, or they were and they've been released. They're kind of deciding whether to continue on with their career or not to come and play in our league.
The Intercounty Baseball League leaves behind over a century of legacies and history, leading some to wonder how much of that history will be respected and archived in the new CBL.
Very much want to maintain the history of the league. The records, the stats, the standings of past years. We want to maintain all of that as much as possible.
Yeah, so I think we're really unique. We're one of the flagship franchises from the IBL, our first year being in 1919 when the league formed. So our 100-plus year history is something that not a lot of teams around the world could say. We are one of the oldest franchises, so I know that appeals to our players and being part of that history.
What's your pitch? What do you think is the reason you should come out to a CBL game next year?
We're not only a baseball game, we're also an entertainment option for you. So we'll run games throughout the entire game to make sure that everyone stays involved. It's going to be high-level baseball. I think that's only going to improve upon the high level that we played at last year.
In your glove, play catch behind the grandstand with your parent, and then come back later in the game to watch some more. To me, it's the affordability, the accessibility. It's a great family event. That's why I think people should come and see us.
And what is becoming a golden age for Canadian baseball, the rebranded Canadian Baseball League looks to continue providing memories to both fans and players for many more years to come.